So in this video, I'm going to explain about how do we perform updation operation on a table. For example, here I took the table as a student table, so which is already created in my database called the default database that is offered by MySQL. Inside the test database, I created a table with the name student, and it is having four fields. One is a student serial number, roll number, name and department. So four fields are there, but in this query I am going to update only department information. Okay, only I want to update the department information based on what condition. If a particular roll number, okay, matches, then only I want to update the particular department value. Okay, so I need two inputs from the user. One is department name. So this is called updated target field, which I am going to update based on what condition? Based on the roll number mapping. If the roll number is mapped, if particular record was found out, okay, then whatever the target department name I provided here, that will be replaced with the previous content. So that is called updation. So when we need update, if something goes wrong, if we want to correct it, then we can go for the update. So in my previous video, I already explained about how do we build JDBC application. I already covered selection operation and I already covered insertion operation. Now I'm going to cover about the update operation. So first thing is, as usual, we need to import the required packages, and after that we need to load the required drivers. Here I am using MySQL database, so I loaded MySQL related driver, and after a successful loading the driver, we need to establish the connection. While establishing the connection, we need to specify which database we are using and with what database we need to connect, and what are the login credentials to access that database. Root is the user ID and there is no password for this one. And now once the database connection is successfully established, then we can select the records, we can insert the records, we can update the records, we can delete the records. So in this example, I am going to explain about how do we do updation. So if you learn the SQL queries, how to write the SQL query for updation: update table name, set field name is equals to value, where condition clause. See here, this one, update table name, set field name is equals to value, that is field name is in this case department, and where condition based on the roll number, because roll number is the unique field, so I took that one as the conditional clause. So according to this query, it is expecting two positional arguments. One is department is equals to question mark, another one is roll number is equals to question mark. So it is expecting two arguments, so we need to supply those two arguments. One is by supplying args of 0. Args is the name of the array that we pass inside the main method, and args of 1 is one more, the second argument, that is also passed with the help of args argument, which is passed inside the main method. Once we set these two positional arguments, one is department name and roll number, then we need to update. So the updation will be happen in the backend. Whether the updation is taken place or not, how can we check it? So actually we need to open the database and we can go there and we need to check it. The other option is we need to again rerun the query, that is called select query of the student table. Select all the records from the student table. After updation we are selecting, so the updation will be reflected when you are executing the query select star from student. Okay, please repeat this. So now I'm going to execute this one. So move to the respective directory using the following commands. Using javac command. So my file name is JDBC demo 4, and this one. See now, if I actually our program is expecting two arguments. One is department name we need to pass, another one is roll number we need to pass. Without passing those arguments, if I directly press the enter button, then it will raise an exception message called array index out of bounds exception. Why? Because we used two index array arguments ARGS of 0 and ARGS of 1 in our program. So we need to assign some values for these two variables. This one, ARGS of 0 and ARGS of 1, without passing the arguments. Okay, if you press enter button, then it will raise array index out of bounds exception. But before that, some other exception is raised. Why? Because I did not started the SQL server. Actually, our program is accessing the local host of MySQL server. Okay, so we need to start the MySQL server first. So how do we start? So we need to open the exam server and we need to start Apache, MySQL and Tomcat. Now we need to, after starting all these three, then we need to click on the admin button of the corresponding MySQL server. Now see, this is the MySQL homepage. Okay, so here already test database is the default database that is available. Inside this I created three tables with the name college, with the name employee, with the name student. Now my interest is I want to update the fields that are available in the student table. So I wrote the query like update student set department name. Department is equals to some name I need to assign, where roll number is equals to some roll number I need to pass. So what are the records that are available? Just I'm double clicking on the student table, then I am able to see only two records are available. One based on the roll number we are going to update. So please remember the roll numbers. One is 2453, the other one is 001. Now what are the department names that are available here? Both are CSC department. Now I want to change. So, okay, for 2453 I want to change it from CSC to IT, and for 001 I want to change it from CSC to EC. Okay, so how can we do it? No. So once I started the SQL server, now I won't get that error. But this time I am not supplying the argument, so I will get the error, exception message like array index out of bounds exception. See this one, array index out of bounds exception. Why it is raised? Why? Because we are using two index array elements, ARGS of 0 and ARGS of 1. So what is this ARGS? ARGS is a string array that is passed inside the main method. Okay, this is the purpose of this argument, string array argument, is to pass the command line arguments. So this is the command line. So just I am clearing the previous comments. See this. Yeah, this is the command line. Here whatever I am passing, those are treated as command line arguments. Why? Because those are the part of the command line. Those are the part of the command. So what should I pass? First I need to pass department field. Then I need to pass the roll number. Okay, what is my target? I want to update department name as IT. For which roll number? Just I am opening the database. For 2453. Okay, 2453 is on roll number is there. For this field I want to update the department name as from CSC to IT. Okay, so I already said IT. So 2453. You will see what will happen. You see, so previously here in place of IT, CSC is there as the department name. Now after updation, okay, after updation for the particular roll number 2453, it is reflected as IT. Now what is the default, what is the department name for the roll number 100? It is CSC. Suppose if I want to change it as ECE, now I need to give ECE here and I need to specify the roll number. For which roll number field I need to update this department name for 001. See, so previously for the roll number 1, department name is displayed as CSC. Now after updation, it is updated as ECE for the roll number 00. So here, without opening our original database, I am cross checking whether the details are updated or not. If I want to check in the database, we need to open the database. So I need to refresh the page. So before refreshing, the fields are like this. So I need to just again double click on the student table. Now you can watch. Previously both the fields are displaying CSC. Now it is observed as IT department and ECE department. So like this we can apply update operation on in a particular table using our JDBC application. So I hope you understand how to update the particular fields in a particular table by using the update query.